And my part of the program basically is on breaking the ice or getting people up to dance. And I may use my notes, I would appreciate it. And that I had lunch and couldn't even remember my room number to sign the bill. A couple of things here. And I think probably all of you have been exposed to these many things. If you haven't, why, enter the world of fun. Diane Ortner's been trying for 3 years to get me to write an article for the American Dance Circle on one-night stands, and I have the first statement there. A one-night stand is a many splendid thing. And that's about as far as I've gotten in 3 years. She's still waiting for the article to come about. My feeling, and having been in education for as long as I have been, the best teacher is the one who teaches least. And I've gone to dances where somebody starts out, and in fact, I better not mention it. There are people here that were at that meeting. Yes, I will too. I said, make a right-hand star. Did some dancing and finally said, what's the proper way to do it? I don't think there's any proper way to do anything. Put your right hand in. What do you want, a saddle strap? Do you want it? What kind? Do you want fingers touching? I said, no, just put your right hand in. That's all there is to it. I myself will get out on the floor. I work with a remote mic all the time and have for probably, well, ever since the first ones came out years ago. In fact, there was a fellow that had a ham station up in Colorado Springs, or not an FM station, that made me one out of a cigarette can. Do you remember it? It wasn't you, was it?
No.
And the thing wasn't too bad. It worked sometimes, but it was ingenious. And then I think I bought one of the first telexes that came out. Paid $1,000 for it. Now you can get one for $330. I feel I've been cheated. Not really, because that was 20 years ago. But I work, and I don't work off a stage. I never bring dancers with me. Now, I'm going to tell you this is heresy right off the bat, because I'm in a modern Western square dance climate right here. However, I do not promote modern Western square dancing at a one night or a learner or a whatever you want to call it. If I'm doing a wedding or a camp group, it's never discussed. Subtly, I do, yes, have some flyers handy. And last night I called for a club that I've been calling for 55 years. And we still have 4 sets on the floor. We're desperately trying to get new members, as most of you, I think, are in the same boat. But I don't go out with the idea that I'm going to sell anything. I'm coming out to have an evening of fun. And as I've said many times, my wife's heard this too. She doesn't believe it sometimes, but if it ain't fun, don't do it. Because even teaching, if something is taught in a humorous or a fun way, people will generally remember it. However, if they have to learn it, and if they have to then write it down or take an examination, that's the nicest part with school. Every kid has stars in their eyes when they go to kindergarten, and they die halfway through the first year. They get something called a report card. And I remember, believe it, I can remember that far back. When you're graded or evaluated on anything, one of the worst discussions or the worst arguments I ever got into is in Caller Lab the very first year, I think, was when they wanted to certify us or something like that. And I said to John Kay, I said, I wonder if Jesus Christ ever was certified in anything. I don't know, but he certainly has succeeded. And was a very simple individual. I think the more we try to do these things, and I remember Pappy Shaw saying one morning in the morning talk, he said, we're going to organize ourselves right out of a dance. And I think at times we have. But now with that, as I've strewn and vented my spleen and strewn as much venom as I can, basically, I'm still a square dancer. I'm still a square dance caller. It's pretty difficult to define a square dance because many nights I don't square dance at all. I never get them into a square. If I'm fortunate enough to, fine. It'll be a very simple one. However, we'll do big circle things. We'll do, well, I never say this word, but I do non-sexual dancing. No sex identification at all. Although I will, let me get you in a circle, and I'm not going to have much of a circle in here, but I'll get you in a circle. And my first statement is, 4 things you have to know to dance with me. You must know your left, you must know your right, and you got to know whether you're a boy or a girl. And of course that gets a giggle out of any age, you see. And I was calling for a group of Polish people one night. Here was one guy standing there going like this, and I said, no Polish peeping Toms. A gal walked over that hired me. She said, you don't realize this, we're all from Garfield Heights. And I like to die. It was an entirely Polish neighborhood. But if you can make it light, and I try to, because most men are dragged to a square dance, as you well know. The women are on the edge of their chairs wanting to get out on the floor, and the guys are going into the woodwork. They're scared stiff. They don't know anything about it. And therefore, my first statement as we get up and join hands will be, is every other person standing between 2 people? And I stop and look around the room. And it unnerves them, but I've got them almost where I want them. Also, I'll have them circle to the left and circle to the right and left and right, and I'll say, the old chubby checker would love you. I got them doing the twist. This is all unnerving language again. It's something to get them into the mood where they lose their fright, and they just want to get up and move to music, and that's exactly what I want. I have gotten into trouble at times. I don't teach at Akron University anymore. I don't know whether it was that or just that I might have gotten tired of it, but I am not, how do I say it? I'm not sensitive to the gay community. That was what came back on the evaluation sheet. And all I said was, I was doing a triple. And I had 2 guys and a gal, 2 gals and a guy, and one fellow moved up to another 2, and he went like this, and he didn't know whether to join hands or not. And I said, well, I called it in San Francisco, and they loved it. I was dead. You've heard of the other one recently? I've used it for 55 years. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Promenade till you all get straight. The floor freezes. I can't use that any longer. That's got to go out the window. You can't use terminology of that sort, so you've got to be very sensitive to it. But one group last year, or the year before last, I had them mixing beginning of the evening, and within 15 minutes everybody was sitting down. And I went over to the person that hired me and I said, I'm doing something wrong here tonight and I can't figure out what it is. And they said, well, this is a marriage encounter weekend. We do everything with our own partner. I had never been to a marriage encounter weekend before. But I know now I'm going to get that information before I get in there, because they did. They just didn't want to touch anybody else. They were there, and I've had an encounter for 55 years, so I'm not worried at all about it. But someday we may go back and find out why. That's one of these things that you don't know until you fall into it. So many of these things, if you know beforehand a little bit, it helps. Well, fun. I have the word fun. Fun marked down. Phil says make sure you start there. And well, touching hands. Let me share one other one with you. I'm going to get you up off your seats in just a moment. We're going to do a little bit of dancing, and then I'd like to come back and make a few more comments, and hope you'll give me some of your experiences or comments too that might help me along. I was doing a 5th grade Valentine dance at a school, and I've done it for probably, well, since the school was built, probably 20, 25 years. And at this time, the teacher came up and she said, I have an equal number of boys and girls. You've always done triplets and trios, or 4 people, whether they're 4 boys or not, or 4 girls, all this sexual stuff I talk about. And she said, I have this year an equal number of boys and girls. Would you do something as partners? I got them into a circle. I circled them. I had them face right, step up. Everybody find a partner. And by the way, I always put the boys on the inside of the circle. Have them join hands, and they can't get out. Otherwise, they're in the John. If you put the boys on the outside, half of them are gone. But if you put the girls on the outside, the boys will never make it. And I finally stopped them, and I said, there were 3 or 4 couples, one kid with his shirt down over his hands, you know, he wouldn't touch a girl. And it was funny, from the 5th grade to the 12th grade, boy, they reverse themselves completely. 12th grade, they can't keep their hands off of each other, and that hinders the dance too. But anyhow, I finally got this one to do it, and I said, please, just for the moment, you're only going to take about 4 steps with this person, and you're going to lose them anyhow. I'm going to mix you around. would you just join hands? And finally, a young lady was out there, and this kid, I saw him twice put out his hand. And I said, please, dear, will you please take his hand? She says, absolutely not. Oh, I'm sorry, why? She says, because he just licked him. I don't know why I didn't think about that in 5th grade. I didn't want to touch girls at that time either, but I thought, that kid has to be a genius. Nobody else wanted to dance with him either, except we went on with it and they had some fun. Oh, let's see what else we've got here. Let's get you off your seats and on your feet. Now let's talk a little bit about weddings and elephants playing sit-down dancing. I don't know, how many of you use sit-down dancing at all? Do you? 1, 2? Rather, well, gee, I thought maybe more of you have. Because it's a savior to me. If I get seniors at a dance and you're, after about 20 minutes, unless you make them delay the refreshments. If you make them delay the dessert, you got a fighting chance. But if you give them the dessert with the dinner, 20 minutes and you've got a third of the group surviving. And so I try not to let them to do that. But what was it I used? Oh, the other day I had this was a 50-year-old gal. Some old gal was getting married. And for the first time, careful. Oh, sweet one. I did a dance for her 10 years ago, and when I gave her the price this time, she said, well, "That's twice what you charged 10 years ago." And I said, "That's right." But everything else has gone that way. Automobiles, mileage, and everything else. Gasoline, and but there were a number of older people there. Now there were kids too. There were little kids who wanted a family situation, but I lost probably 30-40% of the older people after the first 20 or 40 minutes. So we did a little sit-down dancing, and maybe we can do a little bit of it this afternoon. But right now, no stage. I got a remote mic, and for any gullible soul that will put everything they have off their lap, for as many as will, I'd like to just form a circle. Form a circle on me, if you will.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's everything working. Yeah. I have started. Lloyd Shaw, or Dorothy Shaw, said to me, Dorothy Shaw said, all dancing should be done in a circle. It's pagan. It's Judeo-Christian era. And very, very, well, there's the other thing. Drop your hands. As this 4th grade kid said, I can't. I said, why not? He said, they're hooked down at the wrist. If he hadn't been so cute, he'd have been dead. Yeah, he would have. But get them joining hands. Leftedness and rightedness. Even my mother-in-law, God rest her soul, an Iowa farm girl, moved into Cleveland after she lost her husband. I said, Mom, which way do we go? She says, go north. I've lived in Cleveland all my life, almost. I said, north. You left or right? I don't know. Go north. She's a farm girl. She could go to Chicago and tell me where, without even the sun shining. She could do that at night. And with me, I got to go left and right. I have to be a ski instructor, too. And I teach 2-, 3-, and 4-year-olds. I had 120 of them on the hill this year. And after the second lesson, they are out skiing their parents. But we use different nomenclature. This is your peanut butter knee. This is your jelly. This is a pizza. That's a French fry. So one of the mothers said, will you give me a private lesson one morning? I said, sure. So we started off the top of the hill, and I said, go left, right into the woods. Picked her up and brushed her off, and I started down again. I said, go left, right into the woods. Went back in, took off my skis, got her out of the snow, out of the deep stuff over there. And finally we started. I said, peanut butter. She pushed down her peanut butter knee and went that way. She says, why didn't you say that to begin with? Leftedness and rightedness are things that some of us will never learn. So, we got our hands joined. I want you to look down at your left foot. That's the one with the big toe on the right side. If that helps you. I don't know whether it does or not. We're going to tap our left toe. We're going to tap our right toe. We're going to circle left and right. We're going to do a lot of things. I'm going to tell you what all the things we're going to do. But I'm going to accomplish the first 4 things I said. You're going to know left, right, and you're going to know whether you're a boy or a girl by the time I finish. How are we set on this thing?
We're going to give it a try.
Good. We're all standing every other. No, we aren't every other because I see some mixed sexes here. Tap your left foot. 1. Try the right. left. Whoops. If you're going to do that, get over there. Circle right. Now this is the simple part. Everybody now, little bitty steps, we don't have much room, to the center. Let's go just easy now. Back out. And here's the way to relax it. Into the center. Let out a shout. You're alive and well. Circle to the left and go like the Dickens. I never rhyme. I don't rhyme everything. I get to churches once in a while. Other way back. Good. Now you've all done it. Now just the ladies. Try it. Go. Go, girls. Curtsy. Real pretty. Oh, careful. Back out. Now the gents are going to do the same. But don't curtsy. Just a bow. That's it. Great. Join your hands. Circle left. Circle right. Now this is the icebreaker. Just keep going to the right. What I'm going to do here, if I only have part of the group, I want more people out. Everybody, this time into the center. Stay there. Now put your sunny side out. Turn and face out. Now everybody go out and get me one other person. I have multiplied. You do that twice and generally you find almost everybody. And I never persist. I mean, if somebody doesn't want to dance, for goodness sakes, he may have a wooden leg, I don't know, bad heart, or maybe it's against his religion. He may be a devout coward. But whatever. All right, now we got you in a. We're going to go to the right now. We're going to go to the right for about 16 steps. But we're going to sing. And I always pick on the Girl Scouts because they do use this little tune with a hand clap. Jingle to it. Going to the right. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Freeze. There's 3 or 4 versions of that, and I hear we're in harmony, and I didn't mean for it. Sachet. Anybody here speak French? Speak French.
Oh, wow.
Chassé. Chassé to the left. Let's sachet. Little bitty steps. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. Now, before I let him do this, I'm going to say, when you back out, I don't want a jerk in the whole outfit. Because I had one kid out in Avon Lake, one Catholic church out there, bash his head on the wall because they went in and gave a heck of a tug, and boom, the kid lost his balance, and I hadn't been back there either. All right, now we're going to spell bingo slowly and real high. B I N G O. Has anybody used it? How many not used it?
From you. I don't know where I got it.
All right, it is infallible, and they all know the words, although the tune. Sing a little different tune. Yeah. Get ready. Got your hands, Jimmy? A little more volume. Was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Go. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Spell it. B-I-N-N-G. Let's hear it. Oh! Circle right. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Let's go. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo. Let's hear it now. Go. B-I-N-G-O. One more time. Go. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Go. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. B-I-N-G, yeah! Oh! Was his name. Very nicely. Inevitably say, without any gallery to do do any applauding, you're going to have to give yourself your own applause. And also right now too, will everybody just bow to yourself? All right, good. The next one I usually do, I get them, I don't think they've got it on there, have I? Let's see. Somebody said did, some of them I didn't.
It's okay though. It's okay.
All right, I want you about 2 steps away from your partner.
Okay.
No, I would rather be with you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind at all.
All right, I want you to
Go home
take
tonight,
3 little steps and stomp your foot. Go. 1, 2, 3, stomp. Now I want you to back out and clap your hands twice. 1, 2, 3, back out. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, stomp, back out. 1, 2, 3, stomp. All right, now, here's where we get into our first description of hands. And by the way, I generally tell the men to get their head up because your feet are hooked down at the other end. You don't have to look at them. Put your right hand up. Swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Put your right hand against your partner's right hand. Right to right. You'll make a right hand, I say it right away. You don't know any different. Make a right hand star. Walk all the way around each other. Good. Change hands. All right, come back with the left hand star.
Can I change them?
Now put up both hands and turn all the way around. Both hands turn.
Which way? Which way?
Anyway.
I'm an engineer, yeah.
I don't care. That's right. There you go. I don't actually care what they do there. As long as they get there. That's it. Oh,
It's got to be, logically, this is going to be it.
Just as long as both of you turn the same way.
Shut up.
All right. Well, he stood through this. See, Clark, poor Clark.
I have experience.
He sat through a whole afternoon of this up in, where was I that day? I kept talking about Rhode Island.
I was in Massachusetts somewhere.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Worcester, probably.
Yeah.
Worcester.
Worcester. Worcester.
Yeah.
All right, and now, what does the say? Thank you. I had a guy the other night said, see? 6 feet, good. We're going to do, what is a French word for back? People generally say derriere, and I said, no, that's London. Do. And that's the word we're going to use, and that's where we get our do-si-do from. You're going to go back to back. Now this, except the other night at this black school, I had 3 kids that had been to France last year, and they knew the answer. All right, right shoulder to right shoulder, walk around. No, don't walk around, but go forward, slide over, and back up. And then inevitably, everything's right there to say we don't go walk around, and I have somebody demonstrate it so that they indeed do not walk around to actually do a do-si-do. All right. Here.
Swing the girl behind the face.
Everybody shake hands with your partner and tell them everything you know about night baseball.
Night baseball just started. Okay, good.
I'm a Yankee fan.
There's a rule.
All kinds of songs about when the lights go on, we feel that all the things are all
I really do know the hand jive and rhythm. Oh, yeah.
Once more, go!
Very young.
Hold it. All right, give yourself another hand. I'm finding them. Pull them out of one, put them into another, and I can't find them.
Just as a note, you didn't tell, if you don't change partners ever on that, do you?
No.
If you change partners, do it after the do-si-do, everybody slides to the left.
I don't want to mix them up any more than they are. And that's just something too I shouldn't say, because I find that I've known many blacks that wander, as my Texas friend always used to say. When they dance this way, you know, the music's going on, and they don't wander, don't wander. They have no sense of rhythm, some of them. I know some black, white folks that got some pretty good rhythm. You're going to circle to the left for 8 steps. Don't do it. You're going to circle to the right. You got that? All right, you're going in and out 4. Now they already know how to circle left and right. Go forward and back. And then I want you to clap your hands 3 times in front. Usually I'll say, come on folks, we got to be out of here by midnight because it gets there. 3 times behind your back. 5 times in front. Now, we're going to solo turn. we're going to get looped. And they tell them, don't do it British style. I want a smile on your face, but you're going to walk around, you're going to walk out around to the right, all the way around and come back. Do it. Turn right. Look at that. Not a single mistake, not even a compound one. All right, you're going to do it again. Clap, clap, clap. Behind 2, 3, 1, 2. Isn't that nice sound? So much good as money, isn't it? Going to get moved to the left. Move to the left. Let's do it. There we go.
I know, but you're talking here.
That's right.
No, the first mistake I ever made was getting married. So late in life.
That's on tape, by the way.
Yeah, I know a few of you do know my wife, so that'll get back before I do. All right, there we go. Circle left. Forward and back. Circle to the right. Forward and back. Up to the middle and then come along back. Here comes the hand pass. Do it. Right. Do it again. Go. Join hands. Circle left. I walk across Texas with you in my arms. Go up to the middle. And y'all come back. Circle right. Forward and back. Here comes the hand clap. Ready? Do it. Go! Right. Right on the money. Woo! That's good. Do it again. Left. Now to show you how simple this dance is, everybody do it without me. Go! And then, and now, do it, go! Do it again.
Now that's a problem. Which way you go?
Stop. Give yourselves a hand. Here she comes. You know it. Now the youngest one move up. Youngest one. Youngest one. Go ahead. Turn around. Now the best looking one move up.
Everybody move up.
Good. With now the brightest one. Now the sexiest one. Stand still. The others move up. Okay, wild turkey does. Yours, you get out of there. Now turn the left-hand person with the left hand all the way around. And I make a mental game out of this because what I do, I say now, I'm going to see if you can be as bright as the group that I had last night. They came out perfect. And of course, they have to watch themselves. Now I'm going to have that wild turkey move. I may move you up 1 spot, 2 spots, or 3 spots, or 15, or anything else. But at the end, I want to have happen what's going to happen right now. I want the wild turkey to put both hands up in the air, still holding the other people's hand, to give me a massive, that's it, deodorant check. Look at that. That's enough. Okay, let's go. Here she comes.
What's that for? Is that part of the dance?
All right, here we go. You're going to keep right in phrase 2. And let's just do it. Get ready. You're going to walk 8, back up 4, and I'll take you from there. Not yet. Walk 8. Go. Back down 4. left by the left. And the wild turkey move up one spot. Move up, move up, move up. Get ready, go! 1, 2, 5, 6, back down. 4. Let's hear it. Turn the right by the right. Turn the left by the left and move up 2 places. I said 2. Hustle your buns. Go, 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 and go!
Come on, Lyndall.
Back her down.
It's kind of like life.
Yeah.
Forward bend, back and bend.
Right by the right. Now the left by the left and move up just 1 place. Just 1, I say, and everybody freeze. When you, now, all of you that are in the middle, turn to the person on your right and apologize.
I thought she was in the middle. I didn't know the middle was.
That's an evening. Now what I'll do though, if I switch, I'll start
yes,
with
he was
the
talking
outside
about
person.
ladies.
That time they'll have to back down instead of going forward and just conjure up things of that sort. But this is, I used to say this is where I make a living. I've never made a living at it, but I've had a heck of a lot of fun taking all over the world. I hope you've been able to pick up a few ideas and